Okay guys, I'm going to make this one quick because right now it is 4:28 and I need to get back to the station in order to open it up. I've got the Segway right there though. Been riding that around. Yay! So this recording is about autism, and so I think I'm coming to the end of this. I know it was like this big thing right on my heart, but now it's like I feel like I've been alleviated, but also like I've shared a lot of knowledge, and other people have shared their perspectives, because there's certain channels that make recordings after mine, but I mean they've been doing recordings for like years, and they have much bigger followings than mine, so it's not as if they ripped me off. When I see that, when they share their opinions on the same topics and stuff, I actually am privileged, so thanks guys, because it's about the message, So autism and networking is recording number 258. I aimed to stop at 200, but it's like more and more has come, and now it's starting to drip feed now. Gone from gushing waters to like being turned right. The tap has been turned down, and now it's like not quite at dripping, but like it's a lot less. Okay guys, let's get into it. Now people think that just because you have ASD or ASD level 1 or ADHD, or because I've got traits of ADHD and Asperger's myself, I can see, because I can relate to people with Asperger's, I can relate to people with ADHD, and I'm actually an extroverted person, because I used to go to church every week. I used to look forward to it, because the social aspect of it, I was very social. It's just that no one came around to visit me when it was like, because I did the same with rugby. The rugby trainings. I'd go to rugby trainings. I'd go to drinking parties with the rugby guys after the game when they had their parties, our parties, and I did all that, and I enjoyed it all. I enjoyed all these things, and I used to go to people's places for lunch after church, just doing social stuff, because I was always a social person. But every like business idea or like play or anything that I came up with either fell flat on its face because it just wasn't popular or didn't do well, or it got sabotaged by other people, and no one would support me in my ventures. They said things, and if I wanted to hang out with them, I could talk about different things with them, but like no one bought my products, or like no one bought my CDs when I was doing the music and that, but they'd play them at their birthday parties and be like, oh yeah man, you should play some of your tracks and all these things. But I didn't make 1 cent, but at least I had got a lot of good memories. I could go to birthday parties where people knew a couple of my songs, some of them, and things like that. But I mean, again, I say there's other TikTok channels like they just must be, I don't know what it was, but they ended up like making a whole ton of money, and it's like, well, I was doing very similar things around their age, but at the same time, obviously, it must be who they know or something like that, because I was just like very open and very social, and going to different people's places for lunch, and rugby drinking parties, and going with church mates to picnics, and It was through the church that I went to the music festival once a year, and it was all of the above. And I was involved in street evangelism. I was involved with preaching in the church, prisons, and I was involved with other things too. I did kapaka groups and played rugby and other things, but everything that I did which involved money, not trying to make money, I mean, I always had good self-control, just fell. And I even had a lot of people tell me, no, you're not going to make it, you're not going to succeed, and then some of them slipped up and said, we'll make sure that you don't succeed. That's just... So that's my experience with networking. But things are looking a lot brighter now because, I did my Te Reo Māori, I did my Māori studies degree, and I got my national certificate in youth studies, but just things didn't pan out in those ways either. But this whole cybersecurity degree, so. But I have the experience that I'm doing now is physical security, and this is not the first time I've done physical security, but it is the first time I've done it and got paid. Because other times I was like either security at the church or a helping hand for the person who was preaching in the prison, or just other things like that, And I was always a very outgoing person. Just being betrayed all the time, or just outgrowing people. Like, some people can't handle the fact that I question Christianity. Like, it says, better for a man to... What profit a man who gained the whole world yet lose his soul? And, store not up your treasures on earth where rust might... where they might become rusty, and thieves might come and break in and steal. But my thinking is what type of a father would not want his children to have these things? Now, it doesn't say that Jesus doesn't want you to have it, but it does say that not to think about these things. And it's like, well, I was a nice guy, and I was doing everything I can to stay true to the doctrine, and my life was not going well at all. Now it's just I go by my gut, Well, I was going by my gut back then too, but my gut had to be confirmed by the Bible, and if it wasn't confirmed by the Bible, then I would pray and meditate before I made a decision. Now it's like I just go by my gut. Yes, so there's a few things there. But I do think that that it's very important to be a part of a community, so I'm trying to find a community of my own. And I would like it to be like some sort of like spiritual path, but I want people just to be like pursuing the truth and all this type of thing, like, and not be limited to one specific doctrine, just a personal pursuit of truth. And yes, that's what I got to say about that. And right now it is 4:38, so I'm going to head back, and we'll soon see how this goes. Bye bye.